We start with one of the biggest rivalries in Fort Wayne. Bishop Luers and Bishop Dwenger taking the court tonight in a boys-girls doubleheader with the ultimate bragging rights on the line. So first up tonight, it was the girls matchup, and we're going to start by picking things up here in the second half. Dwenger with a double-digit lead, but there's Addie Warner with the three for Luers, and the Saints lead at 31-20 at this point. So now late in the third we go. Bishop Dwenger's Ann O'Brien getting the putback basket and extending this lead even further. The Saints lead by 14 at the end of this quarter, so to the fourth we go. The Knights now on offense. They give up the ball, and it's the steal to score for Elise Jones. Bishop Dwenger leads 40-24 at this point. Later in the fourth we go, and Reese Roadhamel drawing the charge for Bishop Luers, and that one certainly charges up the Knights. Luers would go on a fourth quarter run here, but it would not be enough to come all the way back, and Bishop Dwenger wins this one by 12. The Saints improving to 8-13. Bishop Luers falls to 8-12 on the season. That then paved the way for part two, and you could just feel the energy the fan base has had for this rivalry matchup. The Bishop Luers boys have been red hot all season long, but hey, it's Dwenger starting off strong at home. Around the horn to Casey Piper, who drills the three to start the scoring, but from there, here comes the Knights. The three ball of their own. This one no good, but take a look at this. The hops, the reach by Darion Truesdale tips it back in, and Luers would tie the game up late in the first. Now this game was competitive early with these teams going back and forth. Then the Knights find Zen Safarsky open in the corner. The freshman gives Luers the three-point lead. A great team effort and a strong showing by the visiting fan base pushes Luers to the 68-59 rivalry win. These two schools split their boys-girls matchups in this doubleheader. All right, taking a quick trip west now to Homestead. The Spartans girls are certainly riding high after their win against Warsaw earlier in the week, but can they get it done? They certainly can't get complacent here as they host Northside. So let's see if the top 5 ranked Spartans can keep their foot on the gas. Getting out to Spartan Arena in first quarter, Homestead already up 6-0. Micaiah Harmeyer shot takes a few bounces, but hey, it falls in. That's what counts, and the Legends are on the board. Later in the quarter we go now. Homestead still with the lead, and Carly Mullering increases that lead. She gets the three to go. The Spartans are up 20-6 after one. Now to the second quarter, Gabby Helson's three-point attempt rebounded by Whitney Ankenbrook. She puts it back up for two. Spartans up 14. Other side of the floor now, Ankenbrook making big defensive plays at well with the block. The Spartans lead 21 points at half, and Homestead goes on to cruise to victory in this one. They improve to 20-2. And how about a big shout out for Homestead's Gabby Helson? She scores her 1,000th career point in tonight's win. Now that matchup was part one of a doubleheader. These two boys teams then faced off not long afterwards. With Homestead sweeping the day, they win this one 61-53, a bit closer than that girls matchup. Now heading over to Northrop, where the girls hosted Wayne. The Bruins absolutely dominating this matchup 75-32. So now as for the back half of that doubleheader, this Wayne team is receiving statewide votes for the boys' side, and they get a big lead at halftime. But hey, here come the Bruins out of the break. That's Don LaRae Reese Jr. kickstarting a pretty nice run for the Bruins, but Wayne was just too strong throughout this game. Chase Barnes with the steal. He takes it to the hoop himself, banks it in, and extends that Generals lead back above 20. Then later in the third quarter we go, and the Generals just let H.J. Dillard III go to work. He drives to the bucket. First attempt no good, but the putback in thanks to the big man, and Wayne absolutely cruising from there. The Generals pick up win number 11 on the season for them. They go on to win this one 81-47. Rounding out our coverage of the SAC now, Snyder is on the road against Concordia for a doubleheader. Snyder takes that girls matchup 67-33, but the script is flipped with the boys matchup. That's where the Cadets take the 52-46 victory. Then we got the Archers of Southside on the road against Carroll. The Charger girls dominate 86-42, but Southside's boys, they get revenge with that 59-52 victory. But of course, there's now plenty of action outside of Fort Wayne as well, and many of these matchups have major implications on conference races tonight. So let's take a look at some of those scores. We can crown 2 conference champs in girls basketball tonight. We start with the Eastside girls, whose 58-23 win over Central Noble earned them a share of the NECC crown. But then take a look at the Westview-Fairfield score. Westview's win means the Blazers learned they are outright champions as of tonight. Then our attention turns to Belmont, where their girls eked out a 32-28 win over Huntington North, and that earns the Braves a share of the NE8 conference crown. A big congrats goes out to both of those teams. And then elsewhere around the region, Columbia City's girls continuing their hot streak with a nice win over DeKalb. And East Noble and Leo, another rivalry matchup right there, and that one goes the way of the Knights.